back to my channel. As you can tell, I have the house to myself tonight. It's been a minute. I know. I don't want to talk about it. I've just been so busy. I've been doing so much. I'm kidding. I wanted to get on here and chat about how to reinvent yourself in 6 simple steps. The whole reason I'm doing this video is because I was in a rut for a long time. It definitely had to do with the weather, I will not lie. I think just, winter blues and just the cold weather, the darkness didn't help. Yeah, let's get right into this. So, the first 3 steps are all about the 3 R's. It is reflect, reset, and routine. Reflect, reset, routine. Say that a few times fast. Reset, routine. So, step 1 is to reflect. And what I want you guys to really focus on in this step is to really just take yourself a step back, right? We're in a rut. We're not really doing the greatest, and we need to change that. So, first thing you want to do is really just gather your thoughts. You can do this by journaling. You can do this by meditations, just sitting with yourself and letting yourself think with no distractions, because I feel like that's a big thing that we like to distract ourselves when we're not doing great, and that can lead to mindless scrolling and getting lost in the sauce. And sometimes, reflecting also leads to better solutions. So another part of the step is to seek out therapy, seek out talking to people, seek out counseling. Just let your emotions out. Don't just internalize them. You really want to get them out somehow. I personally do counseling every other week. It's kind of like going to the gym. And I know you've probably heard this analogy before, but it truly is just like getting a workout in. But besides physical inertia, it's mental inertia. It's literally like letting your thoughts just spiral. They're there to listen to you. They're there to help guide you through the process. And through that, you're able to reflect and figure out what's causing me to fumble? What's causing me to fumble the bag? Let's reel it in, girl. Reel it in. Step 2 is reset. And for reset, I really wanted to touch base on, this is just basically getting yourself back on track, right? Resetting is allowing what you've reflected on in the past and taking that to help you progress, right? So I help reset my, mental state, physical being by doing something to make me happy, something small like buying myself flowers. Anytime I'm having not the greatest time, something bad happens in my day, I'm not having a good week, I go to the supermarket and buy $8 worth of flowers. That's literally 2 coffees. Like, let me know that was so hard in the past for boys. Anyways, not the point. Ever since I've been single, I've realized how cheap flowers are. Remember that, ladies. Remember that. Another thing you can do to reset is just clean your room. Deep clean. Girl, I know that cup of water has been there just in case you're not gonna drink it. You're not. Just put it in the dishwasher. Step number 3 is to really focus on routines. This is where more of the action comes into play, and you're kind of putting all the reflecting and resetting into motion. And I know I'm saying motion a lot, but it really is where everything starts to fall into place. Really focus on what are old routines that I've done that have worked for me and what have not worked for me. Some people, they can't do the morning routine, so if that's not you, don't force it, but try a little harder this time. Instead of waking up the time you usually do, wake up an hour earlier, or 30 minutes, or 15 minutes. Start small. Wake up 15 minutes earlier, and then force yourself to get up by even just picking up your phone. Even if that's the first thing you do in the morning, it helps wake your mind up. That's okay. Pick up your phone, do something easy for your mind to wake yourself up, and start your day. Make your bed in the morning. Start by, if you're not used to making your bed every day in the morning, start by simply just putting the comforter up. Even if it doesn't look perfect, just fluffing it up a little bit so it looks better. But it's like that 1% rule from the book Atomic Habits, if you've read it. 1% more every day. It really makes a difference. Once you start doing that, you're probably like, well, I've already put all this energy into it, I'm already basically making my bed. I'll just finish it. Little steps every day make it easier and bring you to the end goal eventually. And another thing you can do is try out new routines. I've done this by simply just, if I'm having a good morning, I'll get up and do some stretching before the start of the day. I will pre-plan the night before and make rolled oats, and so then that motivates me the next day to be like, well, I made it, so I want to go eat it, so I have to wake up early to finish it, whatever. Little routine shifts just make a difference in your day, and it makes you feel like you've done one step more for your day, leading you for a more productive outlook on your day. Another one, DJ Khaled. Next one is step 4. Step 4 is about balance, babe. Balance. Say again for the people in the back, balance. You can't do all these things without sometimes letting yourself be okay with not doing anything at all. I think that's the hardest thing, especially, me too, girl. I can get a little like overwhelmed with I have to do everything I have to right now. Like I have to do the laundry, fold the clothes, also do the dishwasher, also clean my room, but at the same time that I'm focusing on multiple things at once. Slow down. That's one thing I'm learning in therapy right now, is to slow down. Also when it comes to future ambitions, slow down. This is today we're talking about. This is today in a whole lifetime. You just have to do what you're responsible for this day and let yourself sometimes be okay with that. Also, another thing with balance is let yourself recharge your social battery. It's also important to see your friends, let yourself feel welcomed in your environment, just going out for times, whatever you like to do for fun. You need to fulfill that part of yourself, because if you're constantly too focused on being productive, being the best version of yourself, you get lost. You really do. And it sounds all good written on paper, but you need to allow yourself to find enjoyment in things that aren't just productivity. It's all about finding the balance. You can still go out with your friends one night a week and still be the best version of yourself. If anything, you're just filling your social batteries. I think the way I look at it is there's physical health, mental health, and social health. Social health is just the fact of feeling accepted. I feel like as humans, it's really important for us to feel welcomed and accepted in our environment. And if we aren't, there's a part of us that kind of feels missing. It's almost like that lonely piece of us, but not in the way of relationships. It's really just how we feel in this world. Like, humans aren't meant to be alone. They're not. They're meant to grow and learn from other people and adapt from their environments based off other scenarios from other people. I don't know, I can go on a whole rampage of this, but I think moral of the story is it's important to let loose a little bit. Don't take it so seriously. Balance, babe. Also goes for if you need to stay in sometimes, it's okay. Like, don't be afraid to say, hey girly pops, I want to stay in tonight. Step 5 is goals and manifestations. This is a step where you're not just focusing on your present. You need to figure out what's the next step to reinvent myself. I need my goals lined up. And from that, you manifest it through each day to bring it into fruition. That word. You need to write down a list of what your goals are, attainable goals. You need to sort them from short-term to long-term. Short-term is things that you can see progress in quickly, whereas long-term is something that's gonna build over time and it's not gonna be as noticeable of a change. Like, you're not gonna feel the change. I think it's personally best to write them down and maybe display them in a part of your room that you can see them every day. I think also with your goals, keeping them attainable can make it easier for you to feel less overwhelmed that you're not achieving them. Because also as humans, we feel like we need to progress in life, and if we're not progressing enough, we feel like we're not almost as valuable in a way. I don't want to say valuable because we're still valuable humans, but we thrive and feed off of that feeling of progressing. Keep each goal 1% better than the other. Keep it real. Keep it real. Long term is just basically your dreams. for the year. Manifestations, another thing I wanted to talk about with this topic is me and my sister have been doing for the past couple years is making our vision board. It is not too late to make your vision board. Check my video out about vision boards for 2024 if you want some inspiration for how to do yours. I'll show you the one we did. With these vision boards, the whole idea is to find inspiration in things that just catch your eye. And I feel like I put dice on my board and I've already been kind of like having my own interpretation of what that means and just like taking chances. That's like the biggest theme I feel like I've been seeing in this year so far is just taking chances on things. Don't take it so serious, but don't make it a game. This is your life. Just have fun. One manifestation that I've been noticing, very kind of side note, is especially when it comes to like relationships, we'll just use that topic. I kept telling myself, if this ends, wow, the universe has something so much better out there for me. Like, that's amazing. How incredible is it that the universe had to let this go in order to show me how much better there's something out there for me? That's how I genuinely rewired my brain to think. And it's really changed the game because it made it letting go of people that much easier. Like, wow, how beautiful that is. Just in awe. That's the feeling I hold when it comes to that topic. And that's what you have to remind yourself, especially when it comes to relationships, like jobs, a rejection of some sorts or something passes you by. That's the direction you have to take. And then I've noticed after having that mindset, better things have come to my life, better opportunities. And it's because I fully believe that I deserve them. The good, like the manifestation. Remember that. So step 6 is discipline. Now, for my background, I was on a swim team for like 10 years of my life. This kind of naturally developed as like I had no choice. I had to show up to practice every day. I had to commit to it. Once you leave that, that's when I've learned what true self-motivation and discipline is because I had to take that same energy, those traits, and lead it into my life of, I don't have anyone telling me what to do now. I don't have a parent telling me what to do. I don't have a coach. I don't have a teacher. You have to be your own teacher. You have to be your own motivator and choose why every morning, why you're choosing to be a better version of yourself. You can easily just be like, you know what, whatever, it's fine. I can just get by. Some days you need to give yourself grace. I want to make that very clear. But there's other days where you know this is just my inner devil on the shoulder trying to get at me right now. I need to listen to the angel. I just need to get this done. I need to get myself up. I need to start my day because then my future self is going to thank me later. Each day, you just 1% better. You need to put the action every day, and consistency is key. I've talked to a lot of people that are so pessimistic, and I don't mean that in a mean way towards them. That's just genuinely how their brain was wired, and they were aware of that. But it's like my brain could never understand it, but I've always just tried to say, like, just give it that shot, because when you feel like you have nothing else to turn to, why wouldn't you just try it and just see? Because you are more capable than you think or other people think you are. Whenever someone's telling you you can't do that, that's their insecurity showing. No one that's doing better than you will ever put you down for what you're doing. It's only the people that are below you that are going to try and drag you down with them. No, we're not doing that. You got this. Don't let other people's opinions and how to live life in general sway you from what you're doing. Trust your path. Everyone's path looks different. No one's linear. No one's path is linear. Sometimes it's lateral, diagonal. You will find your way. Just trust. We are young. I don't know how old you are watching this. I'm 20. We're young, okay? No matter how old you are, we're young. It's our first time living life. I want you to remember to stay true to who you are, because no matter what you try to be, it's never gonna be as vibrant as your authentic self. That will really get you far. Use these steps to only elevate your life, not to change your life. And that's really all I have for you guys, and I really hope that you were able to gain something out of this video. And if anything, leave down comments down below of any other tips that you'd suggest to people. I want to do cards for you and before you leave, so stay tuned. These are the Louisa Hay How to Love Yourself cards. I think they're really cute. So I'm gonna pull one for you guys. Oh, they really came out quick. Every habit and pattern I create serves me in some way. When I'm ready to let it go, the universe helps me release it. Confirmation, babe. I have the power to make change. That's literally what I was just talking about. You have the power to make change. You really do. Just trust your intuition, trust yourself. You have the power. It's all about keeping consistent and making that effort every day. You are worth the effort. You are worth working hard for. Literally think about it like that. You would put so much effort into someone else to make them happy. Put that into yourself. Imagine you can give so much to yourself, and you forget that. You forget that the most important person to take care of is yourself. I feel like I have to do 2 more cards for you guys. This one is Spirit Allies deck. My friend Erin gave me this deck. What does the collectives need to know for their journey of reinventing themselves? Okay. Oh, the snake. Oh, okay, that's different. The snake. I flow with the cycles of life. Intertwined within the cycles of life and rebirth, snake knows a thing or two about removing what no longer serves them. Once snake sheds its skin, it emerges brighter and bolder than before. With this deep connection to the cycle of nature of the universe, snake urges you to release what holds you back from being the highest version of yourself. You too can remove the layers of ego and expectation to transform into a more authentic version of yourself, a living embodiment of your soul. Knowing where to begin in this process can be difficult, but have faith. Snake will help to guide you through this, and as each layer of the ego peels away, you'll soon see yourself in a new light. Your vibration is rising along with your power to create your reality and manifest your dreams. Journal prompt. So this is something you can write in your journal. What patterns do I want to let go of that are standing in the way of my ascension? So what are standing in the way of you elevating? What is it? Think about it. Let's do one more for the tarot. That was a little too quick. Please give me something they need to hear. Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, this is giving like you truly have everything at your fingertips, hence the imagery here. But the Ace of Pentacles really is, you have all the worth you have in front of you. It's all about just taking what the skills and knowledge that you have, take those tools and really manifest it into creation. You can just take that action each day and just make it happen. Like, this is literally tying together everything that we were just talking about. Make it happen, girl. Period. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you learned at least one thing today. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, morning, evening, afternoon. Keep being beautiful.